I think at our peaks we look really good, and obviously at our lows we look really bad. And, those are the type of things that lose you games, and we have to find a way to be more consistent and execute better when we need to. I think our defense was on the field way too long, and at some point they're going to break. And so, I just think we have to learn from this for sure. I think it was needed for us in a way. Not saying that we were cocky or complacent where we were, but I do think we need a little fire under our butt for sure.
Cornell mentioned the word humble among other things after this game. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I didn't necessarily go into it like feeling, overly cocky, but, this is a good team we played, and when we came into their house, obviously they had a fire lit under them from last year, and I don't think we matched their intensity. And, as an offense, speaking for them, it's just we came out the gate, had too many 3-and-outs, too many, drives we didn't finish, and that's not what we do, and so we have to be better at that for sure.
You mentioned feeling this lights a fire to you guys. What makes you feel like you guys needed that?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like when you kind of just look at the landscape of last season and you have a sense of confidence in it, and then you go in week one and you kind of handle an opponent, you have a nice sense of confidence about you. And so I think these are one of those games that kind of just continue to realize that we have to fight for every game we play. We're not a team that's just probably going to line up and just dominate guys by 70+ no matter how good they are, So I just feel like, we're going to take this head on with our heads up, and we're going to go into the practice, into film, and handle what we need to handle.
I think it was the second to last possession. There's a first down run, little option play. What did you see on that one?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying, was it like not a long gain? I can't remember.
Jalen took it.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I just think we had a good game plan, and, obviously JD saw what he saw, and, obviously sometimes just things just don't go your way, and that's football, and so, obviously I don't take anything to him and say, hey, why you do that on the field or anything. We communicate like men, and we go off the field and say, okay, made a mistake, and we just watch it from there. We play so much football together that I made plenty of mistakes missing pass pro, and, he just kind of shakes it under the rug too, so it is what it is.
How do you help him move forward and take lessons from a game like this?
I just, obviously being a good teammate, but obviously me and him have a different type of relationship. So I think, obviously step one is to go watch the film, because sometimes, games aren't as bad as you think it is and as good as you think it is as well. So I think he's going to find that, obviously he made mistakes, I made mistakes, the entire offense made mistakes. So, just continue to remind him who he is. We all know how talented he is, how gifted he is, and the more he remembers that, the more he can get back out into his group. So that's kind of my way of handling it.
You mentioned consistency a little bit earlier. When you think about the areas where you can improve the consistency, where do you see those areas being?
I just think both in the run and pass game being more balanced. Obviously we're probably better in the run game today than we were in the pass game, and just being able to stay ahead of the stick, especially on the road in a tough environment, that's really important. And then just being in sync with the pass game. Obviously, I don't play quarterback, so I'm not too familiar with that. But obviously, we were a little bit out of sync when it came to that department. But I think we're going to handle it. And, I have all the faith in the world in our receivers, our QB, and obviously Coach Grimes and our offensive staff.
What did you see from the offensive line?
I was really proud of the guys. I really think we fought hard, man. And that's a good front. Good box, and I think they took the challenge head on. It was a lot of one-on-one matchups, if you couldn't tell, and for the most part, I really think we held our ground. And obviously, the run game was working, and obviously things we still have to clean up. And I'm excited for the future for sure.
What did you think of the environment today?
Intense. It was everything that kind of expected throughout the week. What they talked about, and it was a big game for them. It was a big game for us, and I just don't think we matched their intensity. And I'm not saying we let the crowd affect us in one way or another, but it was definitely one of those games where you just have to buckle up and tough it out, and we just didn't do that tonight.